Guys, it is now time for wildlife in Australia. These kind of videos are always so fun to do. You know, like when you go to sleep, when you try to get to sleep and you get the algorithm just bombarding you with random videos that you don't really know why it's hitting your algorithm. It just knows that you can't sleep, so here are some videos for you to watch, right? I love that, man. I love that. That being said, I don't think every single night exactly. I think this is my first time checking out More Parz though, so hold on. Let me go and subscribe to them. All right. Oh. I guess it's not. We've already subscribed to More Parz. All right, there you go. That's what I'm talking about, man. Okay, let's do this. Wildlife in Australia. I am very, very grateful to be living in London, in England. We have pretty much no wildlife. We are very safe here. I live in the city. I have none of this stuff, man. I'm definitely scared of you Australians and your wildlife, man. Oh my god, I've been hearing and seeing some crazy things, bro. Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was, Salty. All right. Well, Ernest, thank you very much for the request. Shall we watch this? Okay.
Australia has a lot of spiders, but recently we found a new one, because of course we fucking
God.
did. And the new one is the most certified Australia moment I've ever seen. For a bit of context, one of the several thousand spider species we are
Arachnophobia. Okay. Oh my lord. Okay, guys. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't think I have arachnophobia. I just hate bugs in general, man. I don't know. Call that what you will, but warnings.
I've ever seen. For a bit of context, one of the several thousand spider species we are home to is the Sydney funnel web.
Okay.
The deadliest spider on the planet. Because of course it's down here. Where the fuck else did you think you were going to find it? These scary looking fuckers are highly venomous and can flatline you with a bite in 15 minutes. And if you think wearing thick clothes will save you, be aware the bastards have fangs long enough to punch through shoe leather. Now, why do I bring these little...
Why would you... Nah, let's not go Australia, man.
Up? What is the one thing worse than a spider rocking armor-piercing rounds that can send you to heaven with same-day delivery? A bigger spider rocking the same perk setup. That's right, Australian scientists have found a brand new species of this funnel web that is even bigger. How much bigger?
You can see the fangs from here, man.
This funnel web that is even bigger. How much bigger? Well, the standard Sydney funnel web grows to around 5 centimeters or 2 inches. And I mean, if you're asking me, 2 inches is more than enough. 2 inches is actually fucking huge. By comparison,
Vicky, how's it going?
This is the new one. It's twice the fucking size, cunt. 4 inches of 8-legged menace to the animal kingdom. But that isn't even the best part. You see, do you know what they named this thing? Do you know what professional scientists named a supersized version of the most dangerous spider on the entire fucking planet?
Like mega something.
The Newcastle Big Boy.
What?
Deadliest spider on the entire fucking globe. Big Boy. Only in Australia.
This guy's jokes, man.
Platypus are weird, but I'm not sure
they're
you quite
poisonous, aren't they?
understand
Oh, venomous,
how
sorry.
fucking weird. So, everyone knows the basics. They lay eggs, they sweat milk, and they look like God hit randomizer on the spore creature creator and just called it a day. But you see, mate, that's barely even scratching the surface of weird platypus features. First up, as is the qualifier for any Australian animal, did you know they're venomous?
Yeah.
No, I'm not fucking with you. You heard me correctly. Male platypus actually have venomous spurs on their hind legs. These spurs are multi-purpose, acting as defense from predators, as well as...
Wait, they have it on their hind legs? What kind of animal design? That's incredible.
Spurs are multi-purpose, acting as defense from predators, as well as a tool for throwing hands with
looks like a fantasy
male platypus during mating season. And while their venom is non-lethal, that doesn't mean that getting stung by them doesn't fucking suck. See, platypus venom can cause extreme pain and swelling, and to ensure you remember not to fuck with them again, these effects can last for several months.
What?
And have no treatment or anti-venom. So if Perry stabs your shit, your only option is to cry about it. Next on the list of offensive capabilities, I shit you not, platypus share the same hunting method as sharks. You see, that big-ass bill isn't just for show, as it contains enough surveillance equipment to make the CIA blush. Possessing the ability to sense changes in pressure in the water, but most importantly, containing electroreceptors that track electrical signals from muscle contractions made by their prey. Meaning that when whatever they're chasing starts quaking in fear, they know about it. And last but not least, as if those things weren't already unbelievable, we recently discovered something new. Platypus are fucking biofluorescent. They glow. If you hit these things with a black light, they go bright fucking green. What? And the best part of that is, we have no clue why they do it. I guess it just means Perry was a biblically accurate platypus, man. I give up, man. Who fucking designed this thing?
Incredible, man. Incredible.
Yo,
welcome, Unis, man. How's it going, dude? We're in for a doozy, man.
Stepping on
Safe
this
travels,
rock
man.
could straight up paralyze you.
Oh.
That's because this isn't actually a rock. That is a stonefish, a species
Oh,
of
yeah,
that is
okay.
native to Australia. And coming as a surprise to absolutely no one, it is
venomous.
also the most venomous fish in the ocean. Because of course it is. As if the fucking snakes and spiders weren't enough, now I can get packed up by a pet rock. But why is this Pokemon reject spiders weren't enough? Now I can get packed up by a pet rock. But why is this Pokemon reject such a threat to my mental health? Well, you see, stonefish use their special venom for defense. However, unlike most other animals that do this, this
They camouflage.
doesn't have the decency to dress like a neon sign to warn you. No.
Nice.
This bastard is a 6th prestige prop hunt veteran, having evolved some of the most impressive camouflage in the animal kingdom to make hunting easier.
Beautiful.
And once they've set themselves up, they are basically indistinguishable from Patrick Starr's house. Now, this is a fairly major problem as they love to live in the shallows on the beach.
Oh,
and that venom we talked about earlier is stored in these 13 giant, highly toxic spines that deliver venom when pressed on. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Considering it's hard enough to spot these things while you're paying attention, if you were, say, on a romantic walk along the beach with one of the homies, and while distracted by his ethereal beauty, weren't paying too much attention to where you were walking, it would be very easy to place your foot in the wrong spot and step directly onto 13 hypodermic needles, which would then deliver a ginormous dose of neurotoxin straight into your system. Oh, you thought it was normal venom? No. You see, these things maxed out the toxin skill tree, producing a mixture of 2 neurotoxins that can flatline you by collapsing your heart and lungs in under an hour. And even if you survive, the sting still causes extreme pain, swelling, and tissue necrosis.
Oh.
Because this is Australia, where even the scenery is trying to one-shot me.
Oh my god.
This bird can straight
He's great, man. I love his style, bro.
You with a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Okay.
This bird can straight hit you with a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Finish him.
Introducing the cassowary, a species of
Oh my
native
god,
to
that's
down
massive. What?
under. And for once, guys,
That's a dinosaur.
not venomous. Can still flatline you though, and I'm going to tell you how. You see, these neon chickens belong to the same family of birds as the emu, and as such share their impressive size, coming in at a solid 79 kilos.
That's heavier than me, bro. Oh my god.
And growing up to 6 feet tall.
Oh my
Meaning
god.
the short kings in my audience could, in theory, mount these things like a chocobo. Makes them stick out from emus. Well, you see, the cassowary is basically a spec ops emu, being twice the weight, highly territorial, and most importantly, coming with a combat knife strapped to their foot. That's right,
boy.
this is a cassowary claw, and it's the
That's a
reason they
dinosaur.
can hit you with a strap to their foot.
Bro,
That's right, this is a
that's a dinosaur's claw right there. Like, that's a dinosaur, bro. Oh my god.
cassowary claw, and it's the reason they can hit you with a fighting game finisher. You see, these claws are a full 5 inches long. And you know what I mean? Honestly, 5 inches, way too big for anything, and especially if it's something that's going inside me. And if you anger the tactical assault turkey, that is exactly what you're going to get.
Tactical assault
defense
turkey.
method is to kick you square in the gut with that kitchen knife and attempt to disembowel you. And I mean, even if the kick doesn't put your insides on the outsides, that kick is still going to send you flying, which can cause some fairly major problems. Problems like the incident that occurred in 2012, where I you not, a cassowary ran up behind a random tourist, hit the heavy attack button, and kicked the guy down a small cliff into the ocean. I mean, luckily he survived, but the fact that I live in a country where at any point I could be hit with a sneak attack by a kaiju turkey is terrifying.
Incredible, man.
Touching this plant will put you in the hospital.
Oh my god.
This is the Gimpy plant, a piece of foliage native
Bro, I don't even touch grass in England, let alone if I were in Australia,
down
man.
under. And surprising no one, not only is the thing venomous, it is in fact the most painful plant on the planet. Because, yeah, no, of course, man, even the fucking leaves down here have a problem with me. Growing in the rainforests of northern Queensland, these hell bushes are covered in tiny hairs that, upon closer inspection, aren't hairs at all and are actually thousands of hypodermic
Dude,
hairs.
I was gonna say, like,
a planet.
What do you mean, like, touch it,
Not
right?
only is the thing venomous, it is in fact...
I thought it was like, yeah, okay, I guess you can't touch the sides of it. Bro, you can't even touch the top? Oh my
the most
God,
painful plant on the planet. Because, yeah, no, of course, man, even the fucking leaves down here have a problem with me. Growing in the
I love this
rainforests
guy.
of northern Queensland, these hell bushes are covered in tiny hairs.
Oh my
that, upon
God.
closer inspection, aren't hairs at all and are actually thousands of hypodermic needles waiting to stab you and break off inside your skin if you so much as brush them. Once inside you, these needles will inject you with, I am not kidding, neurotoxin.
Oh my
and cause
God.
absolutely excruciating pain. I mean, like, comedic levels of pain. With one person describing it as being covered in hot acid and electrocuted, and another woman saying that it was straight up more painful than childbirth and she'd given birth 4 times. And the f***ed up part is, the neurotoxin isn't even lethal. So this spiteful c*** of a plant is hurting you purely for the love of the game. Mind you, there are reports of people saying getting stung by this thing is actually worse than being put in the ground.
Oh my God, I think that's the one you're never really rid of either, cold water and that. What?
Reports of people saying getting stung.
Hey, what's he doing? What's he doing? Oh my God.
It's actually worse than
Oh my God.
This is because Groot's little hellspawn cousin here can continue hurting you for literal years after being stung. This is because those thousands of little hypodermic needles are actually made out of silicon, meaning your body can't break them down. And with how thin they are, your skin will usually close up over the top of them, meaning that these neurotoxin-emitting slivers can sit inside your skin for literal years.
Okay, now I'm thinking, how do you ever get rid of them then? Like, isn't it forever?
Releasing more neurotoxin any time that they're moved or disturbed. This constant, chronic, agonizing pain is so unbelievably bad that there have even been records of, trying not to get banned here, people Alt F4ing existence to make it stop.
Yeah, well, Vicky, yep, that's what he just said.
The incident came from a man who accidentally used one of the plant leaves as toilet paper.
No!
I don't think it gets much worse than neurotoxin to the nuts.
Oh no!
Crocodiles are just dinosaurs that forgot to go extinct.
Oh no. Oh, that's grim. I could have got my entire life without that mental image, man. Jesus Christ, bro.
Are just dinosaurs that forgot to go extinct. I am dead serious, and I cannot think of a croc species to better make my point than the saltwater crocodile, a species native to the land down under, and shocking absolutely no one. Yes, it can and will eat you. You see, keeping on theme with the whole forgetting to go extinct thing, the salty stat spread just feels like something that should have been patched out with the rest of Jurassic Park, starting with their ridiculous size.
Literally. Yeah, what? They're so big, bro. Oh my God.
You see, salties
exactly.
are the largest reptile on the planet, coming in at a total of 6 meters long with a maximum weight of 1,100 kilos, which makes this murder lizard genuinely longer than my car. And the f***ed up part is that despite being longer than my ute, they are for some reason absolute masters of stealth.
God.
See, crocs are ambush predators, which is a scientific way of saying they are dirty campers. See, they've got 2 raised eyes that sit on the top of their heads, which means they can submerge their Ford Falcon-sized frame basically entirely under the water without sacrificing the ability to spot whatever they are looking to turn into a Happy Meal. And from your perspective as the Happy Meal, they are really difficult to see, which makes it very easy to walk just a little too close and, get bitten in half by that hydraulic press they call a mouth.
That's why I love
That's right, just like any good camper, these scaly arseholes are packing a one-shot in the form of one of the highest bite forces of any animal on the f***ing planet, having been recorded at putting out a maximum of 3,700 psi of force through their jaws. To put that into context, your skull will crack at 1,100 psi, so a croc would pop your head like a watermelon. And if you don't immediately
Love that
get folded
clip.
by the first bite, those jaws will latch onto you as the croc begins
Oh, the death
a
roll.
death roll, spinning
Yeah.
its ton of body weight like a washing machine until whatever part of you it has decided to eat snaps off and is added to its protein goals. But the best thing about the crocodile is their build is so f***ing good. They have genuinely been around with very little evolutionary change for 65 million years.
Is that Steve Owen? Hold on.
Change for
No, wait, no, I don't think it was.
genuinely been around with very little
Yeah, crocodiles used to eat dinosaurs, no?
evolutionary change for
No, it's not.
65 million
I used to watch so much
years,
Crocodile Hunter when I
which
was a kid,
means
man.
I grew up watching Steve Irwin wrestle dinosaurs for fun.
Oh,
Rest in
man.
peace, you absolute f***ing legend.
God, man. I swear the entire world loves him, bro. Yeah, who don't know? Welcome, bro.
Really dumb.
Oh my god. Guys, what the hell, man? You know, koalas, bro. Alright. I have this right. Yeah, Rax. Oh my god, dude. I've got an Australian friend, right? And she told me about drop bears. And she was like, yeah, they're the most dangerous animal in Australia. I was like, what the hell's a drop bear? And I was so confused, man. I was like, I googled drop bear. It's a freaking koala. I was like, isn't it just a koala? She's like, no. They are the most dangerous animal in Australia. I was like, bro, I genuinely was like, I need you to be honest with me. Are you gaslighting me? I have no freaking clue what I'm looking at right now. Oh my god. What is this? What is going on here? Please tell me. I hope More Parz goes through him.
You
All right.
absolute
Let's
f***ing
see.
legend.
Did you? No, she didn't do that.
Koalas are really dumb.
Oh,
In fact, Australia's fuzzy icon is probably the dumbest thing on the planet, and that stupidity starts with their diet, because of all the things they could have chosen to eat, they chose to eat nothing but
poison
straight
stuff, right?
up poison.
Yeah.
You see, koalas feed exclusively on eucalyptus leaves, which,
Okay.
shocking no one, are highly toxic.
Yeah.
Because they are full to the brim with
Oh,
eucalypt
shoot.
oil, which is so fucking poisonous that as little as 3.75 mil is enough to land you in the afterlife, with the Reaper asking you why the fuck you felt the need to eat a leaf.
Why?
Oh, it's also highly flammable and burns like napalm, because Australia. Now, despite nature putting up this giant do not eat sign, that did not stop the koala, because he can't fucking read. This suboptimal bulking diet not only gives the koala fuck all in the way of nutrition, but also requires their body to
Oh my
not only
days.
gives the koala fuck all in the way of
No. That's insane. That's
nutrition,
crazy, man.
but also requires their body to rest, to filter out the toxins so they don't fucking cark it. Meaning they need to spend upwards of 18 hours a
Sleep.
day sleeping in order to just digest their fucking food. These dumbasses spend most of their life in a food coma. That is, however, if they even get to the food to begin with, because they are so mind-numbingly brain dead that they will not recognize a eucalyptus leaf as food unless it is on the branch. I could give this dumbass a lifetime supply of food, and if it wasn't on a stick, he would starve to death. It should come as no surprise to you at this point that the koala has such an esky temperature IQ that they literally have a smooth brain.
Well,
The
actu-
thoughts slide that they literally have a smooth.
Oh my god. Okay, that's crazy. That's actually crazy, bro. That's the actual brains.
brain.
Wow.
The thoughts slide right off of this dumb. I love it.
Dog. Oh, man, come on.
This wasp is
Oh
basically
my
a
god, bro.
xenomorph. Introducing the tarantula.
Not the idiot
Possibly
isolation,
one of
man.
the most basically
I
a
can't
xenomorph.
escape this guy.
Introducing Introducing the tarantula hawk wasp, possibly one of the most nightmare-inducing
What a
insects
name.
on the planet. And the reason it's such a threat to your mental health is because its hunting and reproduction strategy is ripped straight from Ellen Ripley's
God.
autobiography.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
But before we get to the strats, you're gonna have to learn a little bit about it first. Native to Australia, because of course it fucking is, this fucker is the largest wasp on the planet, coming in at a massive 2.5 inches. Which, I mean, boys, we would all agree, well above average, right? Huge. And this is probably the most effective 2 inches has ever been because it has the second most painful sting of any insect on the planet, coming in just barely behind the bullet
what's
ant.
he doing?
Back and a half inch stinger with a potent venom that is barely behind the bullet ant.
Oh, behind.
Back and a half inch stinger with a potent venom that has been described as blinding, debilitating, and electric. Now, the size and poison aren't just for nothing, because as the name tarantula hawk wasp suggests, they are purpose-built, genetically perfect killing machines designed specifically to violate spiders, making Australia basically an all-you-can-eat buffet for them. But they don't just execute the spiders. No,
lay eggs in them,
that'd be too normal. Hawk wasps use spiders to reproduce in one of the most horrific ways possible.
Literally
and that all starts with
man.
a female hawk wasp hunting down a tarantula. As the buff bulking spider takes a wrong turn down a dark alley, the hawk wasp, noticing the 8 sets of TNs on his feet, proceeds to fucking jump him, flying down from above to land a sting into the spider's abdomen, instantly and permanently paralyzing it. The Bug Harbour butcher then proceeds to drag the still completely conscious and aware spider into an isolated kill room, which is where the fucked up part really begins. Because our wasp isn't hungry, it's pregnant, and proceeds to lay its egg on the paralysed spider's abdomen. After about 3 to 4 days, that egg hatches into a larvae. A very, very hungry larva.
Oh my
Fortunately,
God.
there's a whole bunch of fresh food right here underneath them. That food being the still paralysed, still very conscious and aware spider. The larvae burrows into the spider's abdomen and gets to work converting it into a KFC family bucket, consuming it from the inside out, purposely avoiding vital organs to keep the food nice and fresh. After it's done consuming a living being, the larvae breaks forth from the demolished corpse like a fucking chestburster and fucks off to continue the generational arachnid violation. Anywho, good luck getting any sleep tonight.
God damn it, I feel bad for the spiders. Oh my God.
A gorilla can't beat 100 men in a fight. He gets jumped. But that begs the question, which animal does win?
Oh, a hippo.
And the answer, stepping into the ring at 5 meters long and weighing in at a genuinely frightening 4,500 kilos, I present to you the hippopotamus.
These guys eat freaking crocodiles, we just saw before.
Yeah, look, a hippo cause in a 100 long line at the gates
Not eat, sorry, but they can kill crocodiles. Most dangerous animal in the world. Yeah. Right.
Honestly, pretty plausible. You see, despite the fantastic PR work Moodang has done for the hippopotamus community,
Yo!
doesn't change the fact that Moto here is a sentient Ford F-150, the temperament of a fucking serial killer who can win this fight for one very specific reason. You can't fucking hurt it. You say the hippopotamus is possibly the tankiest land animal on the fucking planet, packing an unbelievably thick 2-inch hide. Now look, we all know 2 inches is a lot, especially in the sheets, but in the streets of the African savannah, this makes them practically Don't believe me? Here is a hippopotamus walking away from 10 lions trying to convert it into a family meal. Notice how the hippopotamus does not give a...
Bro, how do you take one out? Well, I mean, I guess if you're an animal, I mean.
Single fuck.
Guess you
if
don't.
Mufasa and his extended family can't hurt it, neither can you. However, don't let the
that's what I said. That's what I said.
walking
Animal.
away fool you here. The hippopotamus is not a peaceful animal.
Oh my
They are, in
God.
fact, violent, psychopathic,
Animals.
4.5-ton thundercats that can and will bites you in half. A hippo's jaw produces 2,000 psi of pure crushing force. So if he catches your ass,
Fast 2.
you are the watermelon. And as if the hydraulic press wasn't bad enough, don't forget they've got 2 20-inch fangs in that mouth that'll put a hole in you big enough to stick your arm through. But honestly, the bite doesn't even matter. It weighs 4.5 tons.
They can body you, bro.
Can run at 30k an hour.
What?
Getting hit by a charging hippo is like getting hit by a bus. There is no way we are winning a fight against something that could probably take out 10 people just by rolling over. In summary, don't with the hungry hippo.
Genuinely, guys, I'm not leaving this room. I'm not leaving this city. I'm not leaving this room, bro.
Komodo dragons are horror villains. I mean, seriously,
bacterial,
this industrial
bites,
size
right?
lizard is easily one of the biggest assholes in the animal kingdom when it comes to hunting methods, packing a PhD in suffering and a double degree in biological warfare purely because they cannot be expending effort to hunt. You see, Godzilla's little cousin here is the largest lizard in the world, weighing up to 166 kilos and being a full 3.13 meters in length.
I love learning about animals, man. I love learning about animals. Like this stuff. Bro, what the flip is this? It's literally Godzilla, man. Holy moly. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god.
For the short kings in my audience, if you're brave enough,
you can ride this thing.
Banger motor transport right there. Now, being the reptile equivalent of a Cadillac Escalade means that the Komodo dragon needs to consume a lot of calories to keep that bulk going. However, rather than using that bulk to proactively chase down and body slam its prey, they can take down prey 3 times their size. Because as if being a reptilian tank was not enough, they are also venomous. And this isn't just your run-of-the-mill snake
bacteria,
venom that,
like
gives you a nice quick 15-minute death. No. A Komodo hunt starts with it running up to its prey and giving it a nice big chomp on the leg, injecting it with hemorrhagic venom. After biting, the Komodo dragon cuts off and just sits there watching. The confused and bewildered animal runs off into the forest, leaking blood, allowing that Komodo dragon to track it like a DoorDash order. A week goes by, and that bite wound isn't closing because hemorrhagic venom prevents blood clots. So the animal is still slowly bleeding out, and the Komodo is still watching. More time passes. That bite wound gets infected because Komodos are carrion feeders, meaning that the inside of their mouth is full of enough rotting flesh and bacteria to give Asmongold a run for his money. The infection begins to drain the animal's strength, and the Komodo is still watching. Another week passes. The infection has spread, and the flesh has begun to rot.
Are you serious?
That gas lizard is still there watching like he's waiting for his meal to heat up in the microwave.
Oh my god, dude.
Once the bleeding, disease-ridden animal becomes too exhausted to move on its own and collapses, the Komodo strolls over and eats it alive, shredding it into chunks if it's larger, or if it's small enough, swallowing it whole as it screams on the way down. Even for me, man, that's fucked.
Jeez, man, the animal kingdom, bro.
Deadliest snake in the world.
Diamondback, rattlesnake, is it?
Introducing the inland tapehead, and being the deadliest venom in the world. Introducing the. This is the deadliest snake in the world.
His tongue is just straight up black. Oh my
Introducing the inland tapehead, and being the deadliest venom noodle in the world, I will give you exactly one guess as to where it's found.
Australia,
It's
down
Australia,
under.
of course it's in Australia. Be so serious here. Where the else did you think you were going to find it? Canada? More specifically, as the name suggests, the taipan is found inland in the outback. Luckily, extremely far from civilization. Because this homicidal hospital hose is...
Oh, is it? Okay. Thank goodness.
The definition of size doesn't matter, because despite having extremely small fangs for a venomous snake, coming in at only 6.2 millimeters, the taipan is here to show you that you absolutely f***ing can feel less than an inch, because those fangs contain the statistically deadliest snake venom on the f***ing planet. Yeah, taipan venom is a pina colada of pain, containing, but not limited to, hemotoxins to cause blood clots, myotoxins for paralysis and necrosis, hemotoxins to cause blood clots, myotoxins for paralysis and necrosis, nephrotoxins to shut down your kidneys, and 3 different kinds of neurotoxin. Needless to say, if it bites you, you will get a headache, vomit up the entire contents of your stomach, collapse to the ground in agonizing pain, and then your heart and lungs will stop, sending you to meet God in under 15 minutes. And that venom is so fucking potent that one bite contains enough toxin to do that to 100 people. But the funniest part of this snake's venom is that in the wild, they only hunt rats and f***ing mice.
Overkill,
the deadliest venom on the planet, and they are using it to pack up Remy the rat for cutting a rabbit with a f***ing orp.
That's the cutest f***ing thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I remember that. God damn it, man. I love his humor so much.
This adorable
the blue-ringed octopus, yeah, isn't it? I saw... Wait. This is from the image, I think, that a guy, like a British dude, just picked up, and he was like, yo, I found this thing, and everyone was like, dude, you're dead. And it didn't actually sting him. But,
He's also the world's deadliest. Introducing the blue-ringed octopus, a species of cephalopod native to Australia, and in a shock to precisely 0 people at this point, it's venomous. Because of course it's fucking venomous.
At least it shows that it's, you know, dangerous with the blue rings.
Why wouldn't it be venomous? That'd make
that was the bit. I think that was the picture.
Venomous.
Taipan in Cantonese translates more or less to big, but wow.
Because of course it's fucking venomous. Why wouldn't
I think this may have been the image, the picture.
It be venomous? That'd make my life way too fucking easy. Now, to its credit, unlike most of the toxic bullshit in this hellscape I call home, they at least have the common decency to be coloured like a fucking neon sign. However, it immediately loses this credit by being the octopus equivalent of a fucking hobbit, coming in smaller than a 50-cent coin. And this is a problem.
What?
Because it is the most venomous octopus in the world.
Why are people just touching it, man?
That's right. This fluoro spaghetti ball is packed to the brim with neurotoxin. More specifically, tetrodotoxin.
Yeah.
You know, the same shit that turns cooking a puff fish into a quick time event. Yeah, these little guys are packing it too. However, because it is Australian, the blue-ringed octopus is on violence timing and is the only animal in the world to use this as an offensive measure by way of a venomous bite. But what does the venom actually do? Well, imagine you're wading through the rock pools with the homies, and you accidentally disturb this little gentleman's residence. The blue ring, taking the American approach to home defense, suctions onto your leg and bites you. Best part, it's completely painless. So if you're distracted by how thick your mate's looking in those Speedos, you aren't going to feel shit. That is, until your face starts tingling like TV static. It's warm out here under the sun, but you weren't sweating like this 5 minutes ago, and now you got a headache. You start to feel sick, weak. You go to call out, but your voice comes out slurred like you just knocked back a bottle of vodka.
2 shots of vodka.
And then suddenly, your legs come out from under you, and you hit the beach. Fun fact about tetrodotoxin. It's a paralytic. Freezes up your muscles one by one, starting with your arms and legs, which is why you're kissing the sand. You know what else is a muscle? Your diaphragm, the muscle that controls your breathing. And turns those bad boys off too. And so, your chest stops rising and falling, and you suffocate to death right there on the beach.
Damn, man.
Now, you may be wondering, How come no one called an ambulance?
No point, right? It's like 2
That's
minutes,
easy.
isn't it?
They didn't have time to.
Yeah.
You went up to meet your
a minute?
ancestors in under 20
20 minutes.
God
Fucking
ordered
hell,
your ass with same-day shipping, and this little fucker delivered. Employee of the month.
Bloody hell, man. Oh my
This
God.
shrimp can cause explosions.
Oh yeah, I've seen this one. What the flip is this, bro?
Just to blow up.
Introducing the mantis shrimp, native to
mantis
the West
shrimp, okay.
Indo-Pacific Ocean and possibly the coolest crustacean under the
right.
sea. Because this
It
fluorescent
shoots.
armored sausage is actually a voracious, bloodthirsty predator rocking enough surveillance equipment to scare the CIA with a weapon powerful enough to surpass Metal Gear. See, the mantis shrimp is a highly effective predator, and they find and track their prey with easily the
Oh my
most
God.
advanced set of eyes on the
my
fucking planet. First off, each of these eye stalks can rotate independently like
Are
a
you-
periscope,
are you
giving them a
serious?
full 360 degrees of vision. However, more importantly, they can see colours we can't.
Oh,
you see, the
my.
mantis shrimp's eyes contain a full 15 photoreceptor cones compared to our
How many do we have?
3.
Oh.
Which is a fancy way of saying they can see in 16K HDR with ray tracing enabled at 500 render distance. Now, not only is the visual clarity unmatched, they can also see into the infrared and ultraviolet light spectrums. And despite all
What?
of this, they still can't find who asked.
That's a good
What
one.
they can, however, find is their next meal. The mantis shrimp subsists on a diet of fish, worms, squidward, and, most importantly, Mr. Krabs. Now, crabs famously exist inside of a defensive shell. So, how does
Yeah.
this polite little gentleman break into the shell? Simple. He throws hands.
Oh boy.
That's right, weighing in at only 90 grams and 38 centimeters in length, the mantis shrimp has a punch that produces 15,000 newtons of force. That is 176 newtons per gram. So if a human was capable of that same kind of force, a right hook from someone who weighs 80 kilo would be like getting hit in the face with 6 sticks of dynamite. Now, to
Oh
produce
my
that
days.
force,
How?
its claw needs to be moving at 83 kilometers an hour,
Blood.
which is so fast it creates a vacuum in the water called a cavitation bubble, which then immediately collapses at such a speed it creates a miniature explosion that flashbangs the target and reaches a temperature hotter than the surface of the sun. Mr.
It
Krabs
actually
is
explodes.
getting f***ing disintegrated.
Money, money, money.
Oh my. What the hell, man? What the hell?
Most snails aren't scary,
Okay.
except for this one. This one's Australian.
Wow,
Introducing
dude.
the cone snail, an aquatic mollusk native to the land down under. And as seems to be the requirement when sharing your postcode with a kangaroo, you
see
guessed
that.
it, it can quite easily cause your next snap to be in a coffin. And the way it can achieve it is this bad boy right here. You see, despite most snails
Okay.
having a reputation for being slow goobers that get folded by a salt shaker, the cone snail is a highly effective ambush predator. And you may be wondering, how the fuck does a creature that moves slower than the GTA 6 development cycle hunt anything? Well, that's simple. It has a grappling hook. That's right,
Oh
Gary's
my God.
murderous little
Are you
cunt has a
serious?
grappling hook. That's right, Gary's murderous little cousin here is a roadhog, mate.
Hi there.
And he hunts by slowly but surely stalking up on his prey until he's
How long
just
is it?
within range, and then bang! The cone
Wow,
snail does a
man.
quarter circle input, spitting out a tooth harpoon at 90 kilometers
Oh
a
my
hour.
God.
This harpoon then nails its prey, allowing them to reel it in like he's playing Scorpion. And in case that wasn't bad enough, as seems to be a requirement for spawning on Australian servers,
Venomous.
it's venomous.
Beautiful.
That harpoon also injects its prey with a highly potent neurotoxin that instantly paralyzes it. This means it cannot put up a fight, as it is sucked into the snail's ginormous maw like a nightmarish version of Kirby. And, just in case you thought for once you might be safe, cone snail venom is potent enough to kill 700 people with one sting. Oh, yeah, and there's no anti-venom. Because it's not enough that it can kill me. No, I have to die knowing there is zero counterplay. Who balanced this
That's... Dude, what the hell, man? You're just dead. Like, bro, half these things bite you, you're literally just dead. You can't do anything about it.
If you see this thing T-pose, run.
The anteater. Yeah, I've heard these claws are insane, isn't
goofy
it?
little creature native to Brazil, and to understand why the absolute stench
claws,
of
right?
this bad boy is a threat to your health, you're gonna have to understand a little about his lifestyle first. Now, listen, I know this may come as a shock to you, but the anteater eats ants. And weighing in at 40 kilos and 1.8 meters in length, he needs to consume upwards of 40,000 ants per day.
Oh,
now, in order to help him hit his bulking goals, the anteater has a mystery mouse tool stored inside that XL sniffer.
Yeah.
A 60 centimeter long tongue designed to snake its way down an ant colony's tunnel network, smash into their living room, and abduct the entire cast of Bug's life and convert them into a high-calorie meal. However, what that tongue do only goes so far, as an ant colony can extend up to 4 meters underground, and termites live in high-rises, which means our boy here is going to have to do a little excavation to get some goods. But last I checked, an anteater can't go down to Bunnings and buy a shovel. So how does he dig? Oh, that's simple. With the combat knives he has for claws. Yeah, anteaters are permanently cosplaying Freddy Krueger with a set of 4-inch claws, which, proving the effectiveness of a few inches, can crack through f***ing concrete. Now, these work great for digging, but they are also more than capable of flatlining you. When threatened, the anteater will rear up into a defensive T-pose. This is your sign, if you are smart, to turn around and f*** all the way off. If, however, you were, say, some dumbass trophy hunter who really felt the need to try and stab an animal for no reason other than ego, the anteater will swipe at you with those claws, which are at the perfect height to nail you in a fight. Slip through your flesh like
femoral artery,
and
GG's.
Sever your femoral artery.
Yep,
Of course,
game
you're going to
over.
bleed out in 2 minutes while the anteater watches you go meet your ancestors. Can you imagine having to explain to your ancestors who felled woolly mammoths you got your packed up by the most unserious creature on the planet hitting a T-pose?
Oh, yeah, man.
Australia's scariest spider is hiding a deep secret. But what is it? Well, introducing the huntsman, native to the land down under, and the number...
Yeah, I've seen these in like TikToks and stuff, man. Like, bro, why are they so big?
What? Cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera.
Yeah. That's me, to be fair.
In defense of said tourists, I will be the first to admit, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those gangly ass legs and the hair make him look like Slender Man's testicles. Now, as if having a negative charisma stat wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you that the huntsman spider grows up to 30...
Nah! What are we looking at here? Oh my god, that can't be real. That can't, bro. I feel like I'm watching 8-Legged Freaks. You guys know that movie, 8-Legged Freaks? Oh my god, man. What the hell is this? What is this, man? What are we watching, bro? Oh my, great movie, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
Meters in size, making it the largest spider on the planet by leg span and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long. Now, being the spider equivalent of a Ford F-150, you'd think he'd have the common decency to be slow, you know, tank build. Unfortunately, the Huntsman is fucking turbocharged. Now, it's usually at this point in the video that I would inform you that he is also
venomous.
highly venomous.
It's not, right?
It's Australia. However, that's his big secret.
Oh.
The Huntsman is a big sweetheart.
Yeah,
You
I
see,
thought
despite looking
so.
like an SCP, Huntsmen are incredibly timid.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Every time people like, you know, post, I mean, he's gonna say it, right? But I've seen every time people post like these shorts and TikToks about, they're like, yeah, but they don't really mess up humans.
They do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact, seeing one of these bad boys in your house is a blessing in disguise, because
they
if
F
you
up,
see
like-
a huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes, because he's eaten them. You see,
Right.
he understands he's big enough that he should be paying
Wait, really? Heard people? Wait, they're in the US as well? Huntsman buying them in bed? Oh no. Okay.
or mosquitoes, because he's eaten them. You see, he understands he's big enough that he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control.
Love
I
that.
personally have had one of these bad boys as an 8-legged roommate, and I can tell you, they're pretty good company. Except for the part where they cause car crashes. Yeah, you see, huntsmen like to hide in tight spaces and cracks, and they do it by flattening out their body to fit into the gap. Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but when you're flying down the highway at 110k an hour and decide to flip down the sun visor because God is trying to flashbang you, yeah, they like to sleep in there and you've just dropped one into your lap. Now, whatever you do, don't panic or you're gonna crash the...
Oh my god. Oh.
Peggy.
Dude, this guy, man, I actually love his videos so much. Bro, please.
But recently we found a new one. Because of course
Thank you for requesting this, man. Ay. More Parz. I want more of his content, man. His name is More Parz, and thank you, this channel for compiling them together. Tally Kong, thank you for compiling them, and More Parz is the actual channel. So bloody hell, that was incredible, man. Thank you. Ay. Nah, man, when I was a kid, I was a big fan of, like, you know, Nat Geo and the Discovery Channel and all that kind of stuff. I just haven't had time to, like, kind of really watch these things anytime recently, right? But it's amazing that, you know, it's kind of, this kind of content has evolved into, like, this kind of content, if that makes sense. Like, you know, the animal discovery kind of content has evolved into, you know, this stuff, right? It's awesome, man. No panic, but keep them coming, man. I love this kind of stuff. Like, it's great fun to react to with you guys, man. I really do appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching as well. We probably will clip this out and upload it onto YouTube, because I think this was a lot of fun, man. It was great. You got my raw, like, you got my raw reactions for these, bro. My actual raw reactions for these. Ay. Crazy. All right, we'll move on now. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate you big time for that. Thank you. Okay.
You are king dream 조선은 탄조 조선은 초리어 받고 결혼과 실로 스스밤에 지켜도 비가기야 하나 사간 스무가시 바나시 카나 스토리 원하시 drop yeah my time to all you king time to I do it for the fam I do it for the team yeah I do it with my hands team one till we're hand and all you got go 있어 three right you poke time the fam 각자 verse가 서도 각자 리듬 타는 것도 각자 사이드 달라도 놈의 점을 we all want explosion bam No doubts the bills are cruising Pure cash from the white dot moving Never losing Self-care with the yellow make kit for the bleeding and bruising